Good morning, St. Viator, and welcome to another exciting year of History! Brought to you by the 8th grade class of 2009.
Hi, St. Viator, this is Miguel.
And the amazing Antonio.
What's so amazing about it?
I have to get back to you on that.
Let's get down to business.
Okay, let's do that.
Our first fact is in 1939, the first air-conditioned automobile was shown.
Here are two song facts. In 1941, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer came out.
That's odd. Why didn't it come out in December?
It's never too early for Christmas.
Moving on, in 1969, the song Sesame Street debuted. Here's the historical fact of the day. In 1775, the Continental Congress prepared to revolt against the British.
If today's your birthday, you share it with Martin Luther. He started Protestantism.
You also share it with Claude Rains. He was in the movie Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. And that was Today in History with Miguel.
And the amazing Antonio.
Bye.
Good morning, St. Viator, and welcome to another exciting year of History! Brought to you by the 8th grade class of 2009.
Hi, St. Viator, it's me, the amazing Antonio.
And Miguel.
Here's a fun fact about space.
In 1980, NASA sent a space probe to take pictures of Saturn's rings.
In 1966, NASA launches Spaceship Gemini 12.
In 1926, U.S. Route 66 was established.
If today's your B-Day, you share it with Matt Garza, American baseball player, was born today.
In 1980, Willie Parker, American football player, was born.
Here's a weird fact. In 1933, Dust Bowl in South Dakota, a very strong dust storm strips topsoil from desiccated farmlands. Well, that's all we have today in history with the amazing Antonio and
Miguel, signing off.
Good morning, St. Viator, and welcome to another exciting year of History! Brought to you by the 8th grade class of 2009.
Hi, St. Viator, it's me, the amazing Antonio again.
And me, Miguel.
Today in 1918, Australia becomes a republic.
And now for some space facts. In 1980, the NASA space probe Voyager 1 makes its closest approach to Saturn and takes first images of its rings.
In 1981, the Space Shuttle Columbia becomes the first spacecraft to be launched twice.
If today is your birthday, you share it with American professional basketball player Corey Maggette, was born in 1979.
In 1980, Trent Acid, American professional wrestler, was born. Here is out of a blue fact.
In 1941, World War II temperatures around Moscow dropped to negative 12 degrees Celsius, and the Soviet Union launched its ski troops for the first time against the Germans.
Well, that was Today in History with the amazing Antonio
and Miguel. Bye.
Good morning, St. Viator, and welcome to another exciting year of History! Brought to you by the 8th grade class of 2009.
Hi, St. Viator, it's me again, the amazing Antonio
and Miguel.
Let's start out with something new. In 1941, World War II, the aircraft carrier HMS Ark Royal is torpedoed by U-81, sinking the next day.
Here's a space fact once again. In 1971, the American space probe Mariner 9 becomes the first spacecraft to orbit another planet successfully, swinging its planned trajectory around Mars.
Did they find aliens?
No.
Anyway, in 2002, the oil tanker Prestige sinks off the Galician coast and causes a huge oil spill.
If today's your birthday, you share it with King Edward III of England, was born in 1312.
In 1997, Shane Kingsman, American actor, was born.
Here's an odd fact.
In 1954, Great Britain defeats France to capture the first Rugby League World Cup in Paris. Well, that's all we have today, and Today in History with the amazing Antonio
and Miguel. Bye.
Good morning, St. Viator, and welcome to another exciting year of History! Brought to you by the 8th grade class of 2009.
Hi, St. Vider. It's me, the amazing Antonio.
And Miguel. Ellie, it's our last day here.
So let's get right down to it.
Sure. We will start with a history fact.
In 1862, American Civil War President Abraham Lincoln approves General Ambrose Burnside's plan to capture the Confederate capital at Richmond, leading to the Battle of Fredericksburg. In 1922, the BBC begins radio service in the United Kingdom.
Our last space fact. In 1969, the Apollo program, NASA launches Apollo 12, the second manned mission to the surface of the moon.
If today's your birthday, you share it with. In 1719, Leopold Mozart, Austrian composer, was born.
In 1929, Jimmy Pearsall, American baseball player, was born.
Here's an odd fact. In 1975, Spain abandoned Western Sahara. Well, that's today in history with me, the amazing Antonio, and
Miguel.
Tune in next week with your new host.
Bye.
Good morning, St. Vider, and welcome to another exciting year of
History!
Brought to you by the 8th grade class of 2009.
Good morning, citizens of the Republic, and welcome to another democratic episode of Today in History with your hosts, Commander Joshua and Admiral
Antonio.
for October 14th. The Battle of Hastings occurred in England in 1066 when William the Conqueror slashed King Harold's Second Army to ribbons.
Now you started today in history again on a bad note.
Silence!
Very well. Anyway, in 1644, William Penn was born. He created the colony of Pennsylvania.
And in 1890, Dwight Ike the Kite Eisenhower was born. He led the Allies to victory on D-Day and became our 34th president.
Hey, look what I found. In 1912, Theodore Roosevelt, while in Milwaukee, was shot.
Relax, it only hit his speech.
Woo!
Pull yourself together, you plum. Now, back to business. In 1964, Martin Luther King Jr. received the Nobel Peace Prize.
Finally, in 1979, future NHL superstar Wayne Gretzky scored his first goal.
That's soccer, you plum.
Stop bossing me around.
Why, you little...
We'll be back.
After this brawl out for Today in History. Yeah!
Good morning, St. Vider, and welcome to another exciting year of
History!
Brought to you by the 8th grade class of 2009.
Here's Jack Bentley pitch hitting for the New York Giants. The pitch grounds out to second. Game over! Yankees win it all against the Giants.
Josh, we have to do Today in History.
Oh, hello St. V, and welcome to Today in History for October 15th with your host Joshua and
Antonio.
Let's start out with some B-days. Edith Wilson was born in 1872. She was the second wife of President Woodrow Wilson.
Jim Palmer, three-time Cy Young Award winner for the Baltimore Orioles, was also born in 1945. Hey Josh,
What?
what game were you broadcasting for?
Just the World Series. Today in 1923, the New York Yankees beat the New York Giants to win their first of 26 titles. Babe Ruth hit 3 home runs in the series.
Holy cow! Today the Cuban Missile Crisis began in 1962.
And in 2001, the Galileo spacecraft passed near Jupiter's moon, Io.
Along with Joshua, we'll see you tomorrow for another mind-boggling edition of Today in History!
Good morning, St. Vider, and welcome to another exciting year of Brought to you by the 8th grade class of 2009.
Earth to St. Vider, Earth to St. Vider. We shall present another episode of Today in History with your hosts, Joshua Spot and
Antonio.
for October 16th. Today in 1701, a school was founded. Not just any school, but Yale College.
For today's birthdays, Noah Dictionopoulos Webster was born in 1758. He created our American dictionary. Also, Tim Robbins was born in 1958. He's the actor who started in such movies as The Shawshank Redemption and Bull Durham. Back to you, Josh.
Finally, well, in 1829, the first modern hotel in America opened. In the Tremont Hotel, rooms were rented for only $2 and had 4 meals.
Too bad great hotels aren't like that one.
But once we finally agreed on something.
Abolitionist John Brown led a raid on Harper's Ferry, Virginia in 1859. He was executed shortly afterwards.
Last but not least, in 1943, the Windy City opened its new subway system.
Yippee!
I don't think it's great enough to cheer about. We will leave today with my wacky comrade in a hyper state of mind. So long for now, everybody. Until the next Today in History.